Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through all the noise and really zero in on what truly matters. And right now, as we speak, there's this undeniable electric energy. It's buzzing from the heart of Paris.
You can almost feel it from here.
Exactly. It's more than just the usual, vibrant hum of the city. There's this profound sense of anticipation, like a gathering storm of creativity. Have you ever stopped to consider what it really takes to craft something utterly unique, something that, transcends the fleeting trends and instead casts a definitive vision for the future of luxury, of art?
That's the core of it, isn't it?
Well, today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're not just talking about clothes on a runway. No, we're delving into something much bigger. A monumental artistic statement, a grand declaration, really, unfolding right now across the City of Lights. It's this meticulously crafted unveiling of dreams, a redefinition, perhaps, of what true luxury even embodies.
You've captured it perfectly. It is a declaration. Absolutely. But maybe even more profoundly, it's this intricate, ongoing conversation, a dialogue, between the revered heritage of these iconic fashion houses and that relentless pursuit of innovation.
Heritage and innovation constantly pulling at each other.
Precisely. And this conversation, it's often whispered in those hallowed ateliers, sometimes proclaimed boldly from the runway, but it always extends this promise, a promise of exclusivity. For you, our listener, the discerning individual, this isn't just about buying a beautiful garment. It's really not.
It goes deeper.
Much deeper. It's about making a considered investment in artistry, yes, definitely. But it's also about possessing a tangible fragment of history, a one-of-a-kind narrative. And maybe most compellingly, it's about solidifying your own position right at the apex of cultural relevance.
Wow.
This realm, it's just so far removed from mass production. It is in every single stitch and silhouette, a living, breathing art form.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit more. Our invaluable lens into this incredibly exclusive world today is Haute Highlights Maison.
A great source.
Absolutely. They offer us this unparalleled insider's perspective on the Paris Haute Couture Autumn-Winter 2025-2026 collections. So our mission in this deep dive is precisely to extract the most potent nuggets of knowledge from this rarefied universe, helping you to grasp what truly sets Haute Couture apart and why its significance ripples far beyond the immediate spectacle of the runway. Think of this as your definitive shortcut, your inside track, to becoming genuinely well-informed about a domain where artistry doesn't just meet aspiration, it becomes it. So here's where the narrative truly sharpens, I think. When we engage with the concept of Haute Couture, we're stepping into a dimension that's entirely distinct from the ready-to-wear cycle most of us know.
Completely different world.
Right. As Haute Highlights Maison breaks it down, this isn't about chasing transient trends that are designed for broad consumption. It's not the styles you'll see, flooding every mall next season.
Exactly. It embodies that profound conversation between heritage and innovation the source describes so well. Just imagine these houses, some with legacies stretching back centuries. They're not just preserving their archives, they're actively engaging with them.
Living archives.
Yes, pushing the very boundaries of what's technically and artistically possible in creating a garment. And they do this while simultaneously upholding the rigorous, often incredibly complex craftsmanship that originally forged their legendary status.
That must be an incredible balancing act.
It really is. And that phrase, whispered promise of exclusivity for the discerning few. That's not just clever marketing. It's the absolute intrinsic core of Haute Couture. This is fashion reimagined as an investment, not fleeting consumption. We're talking about acquiring something that often not only retains its significant value,
that can actually increase,
but in numerous documented instances, genuinely appreciates, much like a masterwork painting or a rare piece of sculpture.
So it's an asset class, in a way.
In a very real way. It's about more than wearing an outfit. It's about becoming a participant in this elite cultural narrative, wearing a story woven into every fiber, a piece of art that travels with you.
That's a powerful idea. And this monumental declaration, this absolutely breathtaking spectacle, it's happening right now across 4 pivotal days, July 7th to July 10th. 2025, right in the heart of Paris.
The timing is key.
Absolutely. And the report from Haute Highlights Maison paints such a vivid picture. The air is thick with anticipation, this palpable hum of expectation, as these grand maisons prepare to unveil their visions with a level of precision and artistry that, honestly, borders on the unbelievable.
It's the pinnacle.
It is. Unequivocally a testament to the enduring power, the mystique, and the irresistible allure of this extraordinary world. All right, let's dive in. Let's immerse ourselves in day one, Monday, July 7th. So the day kicked off with Daniel Roseberry for Schiaparelli,
Yeah.
a house that's just synonymous with avant-garde artistry, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Surrealism is in its DNA.
And our source describes his collection as a delightful descent into the surreal. And honestly, that phrase just perfectly captures the visionary essence he consistently brings. It's less about clothing in the conventional sense and far more about what the source calls wearable sculpture.
Wearable sculpture, yeah.
Just envision that your ensemble as this dynamic, moving piece of art, constantly reshaping, redefining itself with every single gesture.
It takes fashion to another level.
It really does. We saw these strikingly exaggerated forms that boldly pushed the boundaries of silhouette, created these dramatic, almost architectural shapes. Then there were metallic textures gleaming with an almost alien luminescence. Made the models appear otherworldly, like they were from some distant glittering galaxy.
That description is spot on. I saw some images that glow.
Unbelievable, right? And then the feather details? They seem to defy gravity, just floating weightlessly, adding this ethereal, dreamlike quality. It was truly mesmerizing. A display of boundless imagination, technical mastery, and just audacious craftsmanship.
And what truly stands out in Roseberry's work, as Haute Highlights Maison points out, is his profound genius, really, in making the new feel paradoxically old again.
How does he manage that?
Well, he doesn't just replicate history, he masterfully reinterprets it through this intensely modern, almost defiant gaze. He openly draws inspiration from, say, the intricate elegance of antique ribbons, but then transmutes them into these liquid deco forms.
Liquid deco. I like that.
Yeah, imagine the streamlined, elegant lines of the 1920s and 30s, but rendered in fabrics that flow like molten metal, capturing light and movement in a totally fresh way. And then he takes the rigorous, sometimes severe silhouettes of the 1950s, think structured waists, precise tailoring, and reproportions them, gives them a contemporary, almost rebellious edge that feels utterly relevant and powerfully new for today's woman.
So it's a dialogue with the past, but not stuck in it.
Exactly. And this approach, it goes beyond just aesthetics. It delves into a deep philosophical understanding of luxury. Consider the specific details that elevate these pieces. That ultra-suede blazer, for instance, not just any blazer.
Right.
It's meticulously embroidered with silk satin threadwork, a testament to hours, hundreds of hours probably, of painstaking handcraft.
The hidden work.
Precisely, or those incredible glycerin-bathed feathers. They possess this unique, almost translucent quality that captures and refracts light in an extraordinary way. These aren't just details. They are this subtle, sophisticated nod to the idea that true luxury resides in those intimate, almost secret elements.
The ones only the wearer really knows.
Exactly. The ones only you, as the wearer, truly comprehend and appreciate. It moves beyond overt branding. It's about the whispered secret of unparalleled craftsmanship, a private delight in the exquisite, a conversation only you and the garment share.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Okay, so from the surreal visions of Schiaparelli, the focus shifted. We moved to the poetic narratives unfolding at Dior, also unveiled on Monday, July 7th.
Big anticipation there, too.
Huge. Immense, palpable anticipation surrounding this show, primarily because it marks Jonathan Anderson's inaugural collection for all three major lines: women's, men's, and Haute Couture.
That's a massive undertaking.
Colossal. He took the helm in April 2025, and leading such distinct yet interconnected divisions of an iconic house like Dior. That's a huge task.
No kidding. The pressure must be immense.
And, as has become this storied tradition for Dior, the show was elegantly staged at the iconic Musée Rodin.
Of course. The perfect setting.
Right. This venue, with its classical sculptures, serene gardens, it inherently adds another layer of gravitas, historical resonance, artistic depth to the whole presentation. The setting itself becomes part of the story Dior wants to tell.
It really does. And this, indeed, raises an incredibly pertinent question for the entire industry. How will Anderson, with his very distinct aesthetic, build upon Dior's monumental legacy, while simultaneously forging his own unique, impactful path? It's the million-dollar question.
How do you balance respecting the archive with your own voice?
Exactly. If we connect this to the broader context, Dior's recent past, Maria Grazia Chiuri's previous Spring-Summer 2025 collections, for example, they deeply explored themes like sartorial memory.
Sartorial memory. Like clothes holding echoes.
Precisely, that idea. And a plural vision of femininity, offering diverse expressions of womanhood. Her work often featured intricate 3D floral motifs, elegantly cinched waistlines, It often felt like a respectful yet fresh dialogue with the house's foundational codes, you know?
A continuation.
Yes, whereas Anderson's arrival, as Haute Highlights Maison insightfully points out, is really poised to inaugurate a new chapter in the House of Dior's rich history, promising nothing short of a veritable creative revolution.
Wow, strong words.
Well, the challenge for any new creative director at a House of Dior stature is just immense. How do you respectfully honor the founder's visionary spirit, the established stylistic codes, while simultaneously injecting a fresh, forward-looking perspective that deeply resonates with today's sophisticated luxury consumer?
It sounds almost impossible.
It's a remarkably delicate high-wire act, balancing profound reverence with strategic disruption. The fashion world, without a doubt, is keenly observing how Anderson navigates this complex intersection.
I'll bet. Okay, speaking of highly anticipated debuts, Monday, July 7th, also marked Alessandro Michel's first couture collection for Valentino.
Another huge moment.
Absolutely. And as our source, Haute Highlights Maison, emphatically states he did not disappoint, which, frankly, isn't a huge surprise given his track record.
No, he has a very defined vision.
Right. There was this almost feverish buzz of excitement to see how he'd translate his signature maximalist aesthetic into the rarefied world of haute couture. And the result, truly, it was his vision on full, glorious display.
Go big or go home, right.
Pretty much. We witnessed the majestic presence of regal ball gowns, which are, almost foundational in couture. But then Michel injected his unmistakable signature. Intricately embroidered capes that seemed to narrate their own epic stories, each thread a testament to painstaking artistry.
The detail must have been incredible.
Oh, undoubtedly. And perhaps most daringly, those unexpected pops of neon.
Neon in Valentino couture.
Yes, just pause and envision that.
Yeah.
Vibrant, almost defiant, neon hues integrated into haute couture. It was bold, brilliant, a move that actively challenged long-held traditions, injecting this jolt of contemporary energy, this subversive flair, into classic, time-honored silhouettes.
That's fascinating. What's particularly compelling there is how Michel orchestrates this dramatic interplay of textures and historical references. The collection, as the source puts it so beautifully, whispered of Renaissance opulence while shouting modern eclecticism.
I love that description. Whispered and shouted.
It's perfect, isn't it? It's far more than just a clash of eras. It's this harmonious, almost alchemical fusion. He takes the inherent grandeur and lavishness of the Renaissance, the opulent fabrics, the elaborate, often gilded embellishments, the dramatic silhouettes.
All that richness.
Exactly. And then filters it through this distinctly contemporary, almost punk rock lens, with those unexpected neon accents and innovative material pairings. Michel, with this collection, powerfully demonstrated that when history and the future are allowed to collide with such extraordinary flourish, the result is nothing short of captivating.
He creates a whole world.
He really does. He doesn't just design garments. He meticulously crafts entire worlds, inviting you, the wearer, to step into this rich narrative that is simultaneously ancient and profoundly new. And this approach, of course, holds immense appeal for a discerning clientele that values both the gravitas of heritage and the thrill of innovation.
They want both history and something new.
Right. They often seek pieces that are timeless, yet undeniably unique, carrying a real depth of story.
And Monday was just packed, wasn't it? Beyond these headliners.
Absolutely, a full day.
Other incredible houses graced the runways, further illustrating the immense breadth of talent in haute couture. We saw breathtaking collections from Iris van Herpen, renowned for her incredible architectural futuristic designs, pushing boundaries of tech and form.
Always mind-bending work from her.
Truly, Georges Hobeika presented his signature blend of glamour and intricate embellishment. Imane Isi showcased vibrant, culturally rich designs. Rahul Mishra continued to enchant with his artisanal craftsmanship, deeply rooted in Indian traditions. Julie Lebrun offered her elegant, understated vision, and Giambattista Vallet, well, he once again proved himself a master of romantic, voluminous gowns that embody pure fantasy.
A dream weaver.
Absolutely. Each collection truly was a remarkable testament to the enduring power and singular artistry of haute couture. Just a remarkable showcase of diverse talent all in one day. Okay, now let's pivot. Let's focus on Day 2, Tuesday, July 8th, and specifically the highly anticipated show at the Majestic Grand Palais for Chanel.
Chanel, always a cornerstone.
Always. And this was, without question, another monumental moment on the couture calendar because it unveiled the inaugural collection under their new creative director, Mathieu Blazy.
Who came from Bottega Veneta, right?
Yeah, that's the one. He departed Bottega Veneta, celebrated for his work there, and stepped into this incredibly iconic role at Chanel. Talk about big shoes to fill.
Huge. Inheriting that legacy.
A legacy synonymous with timeless elegance and revolutionary design?
The pressure, again.
Unimaginable.
So the show, as you might anticipate from Chanel, was described as a masterclass in blending feminine power with timeless elegance. It's that exquisite, almost paradoxical balance that Chanel has meticulously perfected over decades, isn't it? Strength imbued with grace, innovation wrapped in classicism.
Look, there's signature alchemy.
And this collection truly showcased it. We observe bold, statement-making accessories, always a key component for Chanel, now paired with vibrant, unexpected color combinations, which felt surprisingly playful. Fuchsia electrified with lemon, cerulean dancing with lime.
Oh, interesting. A bit more. Pop. Exactly. It just goes to show that even a heritage house with such a deeply ingrained classic identity can fearlessly embrace a spirit of contemporary fun and modern vibrancy. And the specific examples from the collection, simply stunning. Give us rich detail. We saw the classic tweed jackets, of course, a Chanel staple, but brilliantly reinterpreted with puffed shoulders, added contemporary volume, a touch of playful drama.
A modern twist on the classic.
Right. A fiery red halter neck dress commanded attention, bold silhouette, vibrant hue, and of course evening gowns. Rendered in deep, rich blues that just exuded sophistication and effortless glamour, it all powerfully reaffirmed that core, unwavering truth about Chanel.
And what truly stands out here is how a new creative director like Blazy manages to not only maintain but also subtly evolve that timeless essence. While seamlessly integrating fresh, innovative elements, Haute highlights Maison captures this inherent truth perfectly. Chanel simply is. It doesn't follow trends. It dictates them.
That's such a powerful statement.
It's not just a well-crafted marketing slogan. It is deeply, inextricably embedded in the very DNA of the brand. Chanel's unique design language, its codes, its unwavering influence, they're so potent that they actively shape the global fashion conversation. They don't just respond to it.
They set the agenda.
Precisely. Blazy's monumental challenge, and what he appears to have masterfully accomplished with this collection, is to infuse his distinct creative vision without ever diluting that quintessential, instantly recognizable Chanel identity. It's an intricate dance, understanding the subtle yet powerful codes, the iconic tweed, the delicate camellia, the signature chain details, the elegant pearls.
Oh, the marks.
Yes, and then reinterpreting them in a manner that feels utterly modern and deeply desirable for today's sophisticated luxury consumer, all without alienating the brand's fiercely loyal, established clientele.
That's the tightrope walk.
It is. The vibrant color combinations, while introducing a playful edge, are still presented with this inherent elegance and refinement that aligns perfectly with the brand's sophisticated image. It's an evolution, you see, a nuanced progression rather than a radical revolution, which historically has proven to be the most successful strategy for a house with such an incredibly strong and cherished heritage.
Makes sense. Preserve the core, refresh the edges. And Tuesday, much like Monday, was absolutely brimming with incredible presentations, showcasing that remarkable depth of talent in couture. We also had the privilege of seeing shows from Stefan Roland, widely celebrated for his sculptural, architecturally inspired designs, often pushing the boundaries of form.
His work is always very structural, very dramatic.
Then RVDK Ronald Vanderkamp showcased his unique approach, often championing upcycling and sustainable practices within this exclusive world.
Which is fascinating in couture.
Right? Demonstrating that luxury and responsibility can indeed coexist. Juana Martin presented her distinctive vision, and Ashi Studio captivated with its signature dramatic silhouettes and intricate embellishments.
A really diverse lineup for Tuesday as well.
Absolutely.
And looking forward, the evening still holds the profound promise of Giorgio Armani Privé. Consistently a highlight, renowned for exquisite tailoring, understated glamour, sophisticated elegance.
Always a refined ending to the day.
Always. The sheer volume, the breathtaking diversity of talent, the unwavering commitment to unparalleled craftsmanship on display over just these first 2 days. It's truly remarkable. It powerfully speaks to the vibrant health and enduring relevance of the haute couture industry.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly here, because the profound impact of a couture show, it extends far beyond the exquisite garments themselves, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The ecosystem is much broader.
As our invaluable source, Haute highlights Maison, so insightfully explains, the true barometer of a show's cultural resonance, its broader influence, is often measured by the constellation of stars gracing the front row.
The FROW, as they call it.
Exactly. Paris this season is truly a strategic gathering of the world's most coveted faces, a veritable nexus of global influence.
It's calculated. It's not random.
Not at all. We're talking far more than just a random assortment of celebrities showing up. This is a meticulously curated guest list, a strategic assembly. These aren't merely attendees. They are, as the source underscores, ultimate brand ambassadors.
Their reach is enormous.
Right. Their presence isn't just about adding glamour, though it does that too. It's about amplifying reach, shaping perception, and driving tangible engagement on a global scale.
Clicks, views, desires.
Precisely. Haute Highlights Maison reminds us that while the specific front-row attendees for this autumn-winter 2025-2026 season are still unfolding in real time, we can draw clear insights from previous events, like the Spring-Summer 2025 Haute Couture shows.
Good examples there.
We saw figures like Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner generating significant social media buzz for Chanel and Schiaparelli, respectively. Their posts, their attendance, immediate, measurable digital impact. Similarly, Anya Taylor-Joy and Jenna Ortega, consistently seen impeccably dressed at Dior shows, translating their personal style and widespread popularity into powerful brand associations.
They embody the brand for millions.
Their presence is a calculated move, leveraging their immense followings to connect these luxury houses with vast engaged audiences.
But if we really connect this to the broader strategic picture, the deeper narrative, for those discerning individuals paying close attention, it's the undeniable, rapidly accelerating ascendancy of global powerhouses, particularly K-pop idols.
Ah, yes, that's become huge.
Massive. Take Jennie of Blackpink as a quintessential example. Haute Highlights Maison explicitly highlights their unparalleled ability to generate measurable digital engagement and reach vast global audiences.
The numbers are staggering.
They really are. This isn't just traditional celebrity endorsement anymore, which often relied on a more passive association. This is truly strategic, highly calculated on the part of these luxury houses.
So it's not just about fame, it's about targeted engagement.
Exactly. The presence of K-pop idols isn't just for show. It's a meticulously planned effort to capture the hearts and, crucially, the wallets of a new, digitally native generation of luxury consumers. These are audiences that traditional advertising, no matter how grand, might not reach with the same authenticity or immediate impact or sustained engagement.
They speak your language.
In a way, yes. This signifies a profound shift in the landscape of influence, where, as the source so aptly puts it, a single post can launch 1,000 desires.
Wow.
And this raises an immensely important question for the entire industry. How will traditional luxury houses, which have historically relied on exclusive, often quite insular, marketing strategies, and this deep-seated legacy appeal, truly adapt? Adapt to this rapidly evolving landscape of digital influence and the rise of genuinely global, supremely influential, digitally native superstars.
It's a fundamental challenge to their old models.
It compels a fundamental reevaluation of what influence truly means in the modern age, and how that influence is effectively translated into both immediate sales and long-term fervent brand loyalty. It's about leveraging passion, not just prestige.
That's a really key distinction. Okay, so after traversing this dazzling spectacle, exploring its strategic underpinnings, what does all of this truly mean for you, our listener, beyond the immediate allure?
The takeaway.
Exactly. Our deep dive into Paris Haute Couture Autumn-Winter 2025-2026 powerfully reveals that it transcends mere fashion. It's a masterclass, an incredibly sophisticated lesson, actually, in investment.
Investment, interesting.
Yes. These are not simply fleeting garments designed to be worn for a single season and then, cast aside. They are, as Haute Highlights Maison emphatically stresses, tangible assets, pieces of art that appreciate in value, much like a rare timepiece, a coveted piece of fine jewelry, or a significant work of contemporary art.
That's quite a claim for clothing.
But think about it. Just internalize that thought for a moment. You're not merely acquiring a dress or a tailored ensemble. You're making a considered acquisition, a piece of curated heritage, a unique work of art that possesses the distinct potential to grow in financial worth over time.
Which definitely shifts the perspective.
Absolutely. This makes them highly attractive to collectors and investors who understand the true value of rarity and craftsmanship.
So, unpacking why this holds true, it brings us to several critical factors that our source meticulously highlights. Firstly, there's the unparalleled emphasis on exquisite craftsmanship. Just think about it. These garments are often constructed entirely by hand.
Hundreds, thousands of hours.
Easily, demanding hundreds, even thousands of hours of highly skilled artisan labor. This extraordinary level of detail, precision, dedication, it's simply not reproducible, or scalable for mass production. It can't be done.
Inherently limited.
Exactly. Secondly, the aspect of limited editions. Couture pieces are frequently one of a kind or produced in extremely small, finite numbers, which inherently ensures their profound rarity. Scarcity drives demand among that elite circle of collectors.
Makes sense. Supply and demand.
And finally, there's the verifiable provenance. The ability to meticulously trace the complete history and absolute authenticity of the piece, often through the house's own meticulously maintained archives.
Like a painting's history.
Precisely. All of these elements speak directly to a sophisticated market that profoundly prioritizes enduring quality over fleeting trends. It's a powerful testament to the belief that true lasting value resides in longevity, the highest echelon of artistry, and an inherent absolute exclusivity.
So for the serious collector.
For the serious collector, these are indeed profound investment pieces. They're more than just fashion statements. They are heirlooms and valuable assets.
Interestingly, though, our source also points out this subtle shift towards quiet luxury and reality dressing.
Ah, yes, the buzzwords.
Right. And for some, hearing these terms in the context of haute couture, it might sound like a fundamental contradiction. How can something so inherently extravagant, so overtly aspirational, also be described as quiet or real?
It's a fair question. On the surface, it seems paradoxical.
Definitely.
But it's absolutely not a contradiction. Rather, it's a fascinating and sophisticated evolution within the luxury market itself. It signifies a more refined, nuanced understanding that true wealth, true discernment, doesn't necessarily need to overtly shout its presence anymore.
Less flashy.
Less flashy, exactly. This isn't about conspicuous consumption or displaying overt branding everywhere. It's rather a profound, subtle appreciation for unparalleled quality, meticulous design, and inherent value. It's about making a deliberate investment in pieces that are, believe it or not, genuinely wearable, that offer comfort and practicality without sacrificing a single ounce of elegance or inherent luxury.
Wearable couture.
Yeah.
That's the shift.
That's a key part of it. This marks a significant, almost philosophical departure from previous eras, where luxury was often equated solely with overt branding, ostentatious displays, and unmistakable opulence.
Logomania is fading, perhaps?
In certain circles, yes. The emphasis now is on the knowing the rich heritage behind a particular piece, intimately understanding the immense artistry, the countless hours of painstaking labor, the unparalleled skill that went into its creation, and truly appreciating its intrinsic, enduring value rather than simply the showing it off to the world.
It's an internal appreciation versus external validation.
Beautifully put. This season, luxury brands are speaking directly to that heightened discernment, offering pieces that are both aspirational in their breathtaking design and profoundly personal in their appeal and ultimate wearability. What's truly fascinating here is how designers are meticulously balancing the extreme artistry, the inherent theatricality that couture demands, with this newfound sense of real-world wearability.
It's a tightrope.
It really is. It's a subtle power, a quiet confidence that deeply resonates with a more informed, hyper-aware, and discerning clientele. It's about personal narrative and an understated knowing confidence, rather than needing that external validation through overt display.
So as the final exquisite models glide off the runway, and the champagne flutes softly clink in the illuminated Parisian night, we bring this deep dive into Paris Haute Couture Autumn-Winter 2025-2026 to its thought-provoking close. It has truly been a grand artistic declaration, a testament to enduring beauty and innovation.
And as we reflect on this incredible convergence of art, innovation, and profound aspiration, one compelling question truly lingers in the air, doesn't it?
What's that?
What new narratives, what unspoken stories will these exquisite, unique creations inspire in the years to come? And perhaps even more importantly, who will be the fortunate few to truly live them, to weave these sartorial masterpieces into the rich tapestry of their own lives, their own unique stories?
Who gets to embody that art?
Exactly. The future of luxury, it seems, is not merely about what you wear, but how profoundly it transforms your perception of your world, the whispers it holds for tomorrow, and the unique legacy it helps you forge.
So we invite you, our listener, to reflect on this. Consider whether it's a piece of haute couture, a treasured antique, or something else entirely. The items you choose to invest in. Think deeply about the story you want those pieces to tell about you, about your values, about your unique aspirations in life.
What story do your choices tell?
Right. This ultimately is the profound power of a deep dive, uncovering connections, insights, perspectives you might never have expected. allowing you to view the world and your place within its intricate narrative with genuinely fresh, discerning eyes.